Vroom, another week has gone by, and yes, it's a month since I had this stuff put on my face. And that is a little bit about what today's about, and about many other things as well that are super important. What you could have been doing right now, what you should have been doing right now, what you wish you were doing right now, and how to deal with that. My name is Marcus Smith. I'm a motivational speaker, entrepreneur, extreme athlete and coach. Thanks for coming on my YouTube channel. This is my weekly reflection. At the end of every week, I speak here for about 10 minutes on what's gone by, thoughts on different things, advice and tips that I can share with you guys. It's something that I've actually been doing, get a bit more comfy, on my own for a long time now, and I thought I'd share it here. And we're about, 8 to 10 weeks in, so thanks a lot for coming by. Some of you asked me, other people asked me, my mum and dad even asked me, actually, what's going on? Why have I got braces on? What's actually the experience? Well, I want to share with you the bigger picture here now, is that in 5 or 10 years' time, I don't want to have teeth that are all messed up and that I don't want to smile for and that are all giving me problems. So I thought, whilst I'm feeling like I want to do it, I was going to fix them. Yes, it's painful. Yes, it's slightly uncomfortable. And I thought this is almost like very similar to what a lot of us go through in various parts of life. There's a certain amount of pain. And when I went in and I saw the doctor, I said to him, orthodontist, I said to him, how long will this last? First question, how long do I have to have these damn things on for? Is probably what I said. And he said, somewhere between 8 to 15 months. And I was like, that's not too bad. He said, it might be quite painful. I said, okay, that's not too bad. And he was looking at me a bit strange. He said, what do you mean? I said, what I mean is it's short term for hopefully something that's going to be good in the long term. Now, obviously when I was playing rugby, I got a lot of bashes in my teeth. My front tooth, I got knocked out when I was about 9 or 10 years old. I dived into a swimming pool and hit it on the bottom. And yeah, if you're squeamish, that's not really going to work with you. But now that I'm a little bit older, I decided it's time to get them fixed. So short-term pain, sacrifice, discomfort. And to be honest, the first month, for the first 2 weeks, was pretty uncomfortable. Couldn't eat, couldn't chew, loads of holes in the back of my mouth. But after that, it gets way better and way easier. And he said maybe now that they've been adjusted, they got adjusted yesterday, it might be painful for a few days. I might not be able to eat for a couple of days, which is great because it's the weekend. Well, maybe not really. But again, it will start to get better. And this is really so much like life. There's a short-term pain, a short-term sacrifice. You guys have probably heard it mentioned, said before a lot, but then in the future, everything should be great. So I'm looking forward to a year from now doing this show and just all the time. So that is the story behind my braces. Other cool stuff, thoughts I've been having this week. Work from home. I posted this on my Instagram. It's something everyone wanted to do, but people are struggling. Why should you be struggling? Because you don't have a disciplined time frame. You don't have set goals. And really, maybe you're just someone that needs to be in an office. If you are, I really hope you get back soon. I've been speaking to different people that are just absolutely yearning to get back into their office. So hopefully, if you're one of those people, I really hope it happens soon. And if not, in the meanwhile, go back a few weeks and you'll probably get all my advice on what you should be doing when you're working from home. Right now, actually, and this is one of the big things for this week, I've been thinking about a lot, we are supposed to be with Inner Fight Endurance, part of my fitness business, in Chamonix, but we're not. And a lot of you this year, this summer, maybe into next year, have events cancelled, travel plans cancelled, weddings cancelled, postponed, whatever you want to call it. And maybe you're struggling a little bit with what's next, where am I putting my focus on? Because we use things like events and holidays as focal points to work towards. And that's cool, that's a goal. And that's what maybe gets us through the tough times, be it in work or be it in our private life, but that has been removed. And I thought a lot because I was in Chamonix this time a couple of years ago, and in the French Alps this time 3 or 4 years ago, and every time of year of this time I seem to be in the Alps somewhere, but I'm not going to be there this year. And that's why I wanted to share just 2 more thoughts on this with you. 1, stop fighting it. Be happy, look back with good memories, and be happy that maybe in future you might be able to get to do that again. Don't be sad, be happy that you were there and not sad that you're not there. And secondly, and I had this conversation with someone this week, and I think it's super important. If you were planning to go and do an event, if you are planning to go somewhere, are you ready to go if you were able to go within the next couple of weeks? So if it's a race, are you almost at the level you want to be, fit enough, or are you 80% of the way there? If it's a beach holiday, are you, God, cliched, in the shape, your dream beach body? Have you got it? If not, why not turn your focus and get it onto that? Another reflection I had this week was actually how many burpees that I'd done in my back garden over the last, actually how many weeks really. My gym got shut on the 15th of March. April, May, June, now we're in July, but lockdown probably didn't start till the end of March, but I spent a lot of time in my garden doing burpees. How many burpees have you done? All time, one of my favorite exercises. Get down, get up, you get out of breath. It's actually super wicked. I don't know why people hate them. Just do them a little bit slower. And honestly, I think one of the reasons, come over here, one of the reasons why people don't really like them is because they're carrying too much body weight and it's actually a really difficult exercise. If you're not carrying too much body weight, you can still make it hard, but it's really not that bad. Anyway, we'll move on. It is hot in all areas of the world, and I did a podcast on this. Go and check out Inner Fight Podcast in iTunes, on Spotify, me and Joe Rogan, like that, or on Switch, Stitcher, Android, all about hydration, what you should be drinking, how much, should it be water, should it be electrolytes, and I want to share with you one simple thing. Most of your hydration should be, it's actually two things here, there might be three, should be water. The second thing, how much should you drink? Take your body weight, divide it by 30, body weight of kilos, so I'm 90, divide it by 30. I should be having at least, as a minimum, 3 liters of water a day. And the third thing I want to share on hydration, the most straightforward and the most practical check-in on hydration is actually the color of your urine. If it's pale or clear, you're probably quite hydrated. If it's a little bit yellow to orange, you need more hydration, in this case, more water. And if it's very dark, you've probably had way too many coffees or way too much of something else, and that might actually hurt when it's coming out. Bam, that is not good. We need to keep it pale, we need to keep it clear. If you want to find out more about different types of hydration, electrolytes going in, please do go and check out the Inner Fight podcast. I speak about all of that in there, as well as loads of other things. I love the podcast. I've got 600 and almost 50 episodes of the podcast. So if you're a podcast type, hop over, check out the Inner Fight podcast. That'd be awesome. Enough of that. On to what everyone knows in this country where I am here in Dubai. New Inner Fight is almost there. We have just a couple of weeks to go. Inner Fight, this one here, my fitness company. We have about 2 weeks to go and we'll be ready. It's super exciting. We've obviously been closed since I said there, since the 15th of March. We've moved to a new facility. We almost purpose-built this place. Downstairs is 2 different gyms. Upstairs is a cafe. My wife's company, Smith Street Paleo, all sits up there along with change rooms. There's a beautiful park outside. There's a swimming pool. You can run around. We've got circuit training. Yeah, a little bit old school. It's cool. It's a really super cool class. Actually, this is on the podcast as well. If you're a podcast guest, sorry, I'm repeating a bit of stuff. Circuit training, one gym, a mainline class that we're pretty well famous for now around the world. In the other room, it's 200 square meter gym and 120 square meter gym. It's gonna be absolutely awesome. It's in Studio City here in Dubai, a new residential area, very easy for people to get to, and we are nearly done. The weeks at the moment are absolutely crazy. It would definitely be more than 10 minutes if I did a review show about how that all came together, but it is coming together. We're nearly there, and if you do live in Dubai, it'd be awesome if you can come see us, and if you're visiting, come anytime. Tell them at the front desk that you've watched this video. They'll let you into one of our classes for free and we'll have a great time. That is it for this week. They're my thoughts. They're my reflections. I really hope that's helpful for you guys. If you did feel it was helpful, share it with your friends. If not, or if so, leave comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Until next week, I'm going to go ride my bike tomorrow. Have a great weekend. Take care.